Oh, she's just fluffing. She's just fluffing, ready for lives. Now, I made a bit of an error this morning. My phone call went on too long, so I've not done Instagrams. Are you ready for a cup of tea? Who would like one? Are you in for tea? I can do coffee. If anybody would like a coffee, I've got a coffee machine. Well, when I say machine, she's using that term loosely. Oh, that's not going to get the coffee going, is it? Because that's the wrong buttons. Oh, my life, hello. Oh, come on, we haven't got all day. I can do your coffee in this, if coffee's your bag. Now, if you've not seen one of these, yesterday. Now, you might have seen it on my YouTube already. If you haven't, I'll share it. So this is like a coffee percolator. I'm not going to make the coffee. I'm just showing you. So water goes in this bit. Coffee goes in this bit. This is old coffee. I'm just going to tip this out from this morning. Sorry for the noise. Good morning everybody. So you put water in this bit, you put coffee in this bit, you put that bit in that bit, you put the lid on here, and what happens, a macchinette coffee Italian, I don't know what it's called, to be honest. I don't even know. A Bialetti from Amsterdam. No, it was from the Netherlands somewhere. And then you put this on your stove. Now this is for an induction hob. It can be used on any, but this is specific for an induction hob. You can see how much I've used it. And then you bring it to the boil. And once you hear it bubbling and do it, that's it done. Because then what appears, the water out of here has mingled with the coffee here and comes upwards and into there. And then you pour your coffee out. It's absolutely fabulous. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Darius. Oh, she's in her polka dot reds today. Let me tell you something that could save you if you've not seen my video yesterday. I put a video on late last night about me nearly being scammed on Etsy. I was a hair's width away from being scammed. And if they'd not asked the one question, I probably would have been. Thank you very much, Dennis. I'm having a bit of cake this morning. Not Amsterdam cake, don't be silly. As much as she'd love a piece, who's sending messages for reviews already? Oh, Michael, thank you very much for your message. I can't show that. I have to make the decision. I can't show that because of one word you said. I'll have to hide it. If you want to write again, the best phrase to use for these is big cups. You see where I'm going with that? Now the cake I've got is Simnel cake. Simnel cake is an Easter cake. It's made at Easter. I haven't made it. And it's a fruit cake. Like you'd make for Christmas if you were going to make a Christmas fruit cake. Now there is a slight difference. Now something they haven't done on here, which they should do, but it is only a block, a rectangle, not a round full cake. It's only like a bit of fruit cake you get at Christmas. I didn't want the full thing because I probably wouldn't eat it all. But I do like a little Simnel cake. Simnel cake is a fruit cake. I'm just going to try and show you this. Like this, but in the middle, this layer here, this line, marzipan. Absolutely scrumptious. Anybody ever had Simnel cake? Nobody. Nobody's ever had a piece of Simnel cake. Oh, okay. Wow, I'm amazed really. I thought a few of you might have done. I don't know who it is. Oh, thank you, Dennis. I think I'm... Sorry for the loud whistle at that point. Oh, try putting the tea bag in, girls. Come on. Do your business this morning. You're a bit on the slow side. Good morning, Gold King. Good morning, good morning. So has anybody seen the video from last night to do with a near scam? I was a hair's width away from being scammed. It's on a short because it wasn't long enough for a full video. Anybody seen it? Good morning to you. She hasn't got a cup and a saucer, what's she doing? Whew. So let me tell you what happened. I've just started Etsy selling my big cup cups. Haven't actually got further with it, really. It's all listed, it's all on. Apparently there's an error with something. So we've been back and forth with Etsy on live chat through the site. Now, during the end of last week, I got a few messages direct to my mailbox saying there was a few errors and I'd need to verify something. Click on this verify link and blah, blah, blah. I thought, I'd rather do it in the app and keep it in there than out. So I went into the app but couldn't see those messages again. Thought that's very strange. So, where I thought they should be, I ended up in the inbox, found these messages, started to write back through the Etsy site to them. They're asking for verification of my credit card. They're telling me the numbers of my card, which I thought was a bit weird. And then could I tell them the verification code on the front 3 digits? Now, at that point, I knew something was off because my credit card is an Amex and it has 4 digits that are on the front. And I thought, that sounds odd. Maybe you're not from Etsy. So then I went back to the live chat and said, hey, wait a minute, have you just messaged me about my credit card? They went, no. So I've discovered for them a huge scam going on through their own site that people are writing in the inbox to say it's Etsy and please provide us with your credit card. So on the safety side, I phoned Amex because you can speak to them 24/7 and they're sending me a new card. They've had to freeze the old one and get my new card in a few days. So be very careful out there. They're a cheeky lot, aren't they? My word, you've got to be on the ball. Oh, yum. I'm not dancing, no, I'm eating cake and having a cup of tea. Not dancing today at the minute. Having a nibble. Woo! How are we all doing today? Very quiet. Oh, this is lovely. So you've got marzipan twice in a Simnel cake. Now usually on a round Simnel cake, you get round little marzipan balls are placed on the top round the edge, and there's a reason for that. Because it's Easter and the Simnel cakes are made only for Easter, it's a Christian religion. And the balls represent the apostles, who were, I suppose, in the best phrase terms, are Jesus's friends. Not that we're going to get into any religion here, but the reason they make these little marzipan balls and put them on the top, they make 13, even though there was 13 a pot. Not many people know this. Ended up with 12 because one of them was Judas Iscariot, and he basically dubbed him in. So you eat him and you leave the rest. That's how you make a Simnel cake. You do realise it's Tuesday, not Thursday. Yes, I know, I put the wrong date on. It's my own fault. I was doing 10 jobs at once. Come on. Hey, I was organised. I was planning last week, so I was ahead of the game. At least I'm on. Doing about 10 jobs at once, Lee. As usual. Times. I don't know whether anybody else gets this. Maybe it's the industry I'm in. But unfortunately, what I do find is there is a certain type of gentleman, well, I wouldn't even say gentleman loosely, guy who does not understand if he phones 10 times, why don't I answer? And if he phones another 10, why don't I answer then? So when I block him, he tries another place to phone. Why? I don't get it. A lot of walking, Dennis. Going out again today. I like to do 5 kilometres a day if possible. Not always possible. But after this, I am going out on a walk to look at something. A possible new place to live. I know you're going to say you've only just moved. It was November. It's not gone quite to plan where I am. And I'm more than happy to put my hands up and go, I got it wrong. Because, you know, sometimes honesty is the best policy. It all ticked all the boxes. What you never know, and I don't know whether you've moved a lot or what position you're in, you should go on gut instinct. And I did to a start, but the problem is, you only know you love somewhere when you're living in it. And I thought I would. And I moved in, and the first few weeks you're busy, you're doing stuff, you don't really have time to notice. And when you start to live in it, the very first time was about the week leading up to Christmas, and I'd been away for a few days. I came back and I walked in and I thought, I don't love it. I don't love it at all. Is there anything I can do to make it any better? And there isn't. So yeah, she's on the move again, which is not the plan. It's not just that. I think the biggest issue has been the heating. It's been temperamental every day since I've moved in, every day. It either works or it doesn't, or it comes on its own. And you can't live like that. So yeah, before we get another winter, she's going to move somewhere else. Oh, just the once, Deep Blue. Just the once. That I've loved somebody. Absolutely. 110% just the once. Absolutely. Yes, you have your first loves. Yes, you have your teenage loves. But since then, once. Absolutely. And still do. Mmm. 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 Oh, that cake is gorgeous. Mmm. Oh, there we go. Right, I'll make sure Thursday says Thursday. Thanks for being observant. Oh, nice. Lovely cup of tea. Best way to start your day. A cup of tea in a cup and a saucer. Huge amount of travelling. Ridiculous amount of travelling. I think I'd run out of the list. If you have to take a list, apart from South America, I've been to every continent. I've been to every area, I would say, sort of Far East, Middle East, Australia. I haven't done New Zealand and I haven't done South America. That's it, really. Of any great consequence. Not been to Greenland, not been to Iceland, but a lot of Europe, right up into Finland, Norway, Denmark, and up there. I've been as far as you can possibly go through Mongolia and Vladivostok. I've been all through Asia, all the way down to sort of Hong Kong, Singapore, Bangkok, Thailand, Australia. Yes, I lived and worked in Australia, Deep Blue, for a whole year. Good morning, Tudor. How are we doing, Tudor, today? I love that, Tudor. What a great name. It was a year I worked there, a very long time ago. Yo, James. I lived and worked in Perth. Well, I started off living in Perth, only temporary, till I found somewhere to live. And then I went over and lived just slightly further out, a place called Mandurah, near Bunbury. Not sure about South America. It doesn't push a lot of my buttons, a bit like Africa. It doesn't do either. Hi, James. How you doing? Gotta go. See you soon. I'm here Tuesdays and Thursdays at this time. Thanks for all watching on here. If you, I would love you to go and follow me on here. The more follows, go and follow my videos, shorts, come and do the lives. I've got another message for review. Let's have a little peek. I don't know why that's a problem, Dennis. Maybe the word is a bit different, this YouTube, to the other one. The original Annabelle with the big bras is monetized. Isn't monetized, sorry. This one is. So they're very pedantic on the words you can use. Maybe if you didn't put that other word in, it may work. I'm not going to risk it, because if they flagged it, they flagged it for a reason. Thank you very much, Alan. They're beautifully done, aren't they? Bright pink toenails to match as well. Oh, lovely cup of tea. So tomorrow I'll be live streaming too, if you'd like to see more of me tomorrow. Now, tomorrow morning I'll be doing original Annabelle, that's YouTube, and then after that is TikTok. So I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, different Tuesday, Thursday. I'm glad you like the polka dots. I love polka dots. I've got red, chocolate brown and blue. I'd love some other colours. I'd love a green. The company did do a green. I can't find the company anymore, which is such a shame. Oh, lovely. Haven't got heels on, I've got my flips. Different styles. Usually this YouTube's a little more spicy than the rest, which is unusually quiet today. The other YouTube is very busy because there's more people on there in the first place. TikTok gets a little rowdy and they get a bit mouthy. I would say TikTok's like dealing with a load of toddlers. Very different audience, definitely. Yes, you've got to control them a little. And I block more people. I block people on TikTok where I don't block people on here. I have to block people on there. Some of the things they say is quite shockable. And it doesn't matter to me what people say. I don't care what people say. The issue is the sites I'm on care. So it affects me. So I have to make sure nobody does that. In a purple polka dot dress with seam stockings. I've never seen a purple one. You can online, Graham, absolutely. I'm a virtual girl, not like somebody else said the other day, oh, I see you a lot, you're virtuous. It's like, no, I'm not, really, honestly. And I like, oh, I think you mean virtual. Not virtuous. To Sweden in the post. I'd love to. Send me a little tip and I will do, Danmas. Oh, yummy cup of tea. Do the little super thanks. It's the tip, you can see. You just press the button for the tip and I will do. Ooh. Oh, yummy. I'm eating Simnel cake, if anybody's wondering. Hi, David. So, the moral of today's little live here has been to inform you, be careful on scams, because even Annabelle nearly got scammed last night and nothing gets past me. I was a whisker away from being scammed on Etsy, a whisker. So be careful. It doesn't affect you as a purchaser or a buyer. It was in the seller part of it that I was being scammed by emails coming in from other people that look like Etsy. Amazing. Super scary. So on that, it's cost me time to solve that because I had to inform my credit card that somebody else knew my credit card number that I'd not told them. And we decided in the end it was safer to have a new credit card. Now that in itself is great, solves the problem, but I use that card for absolutely everything because my Amex card I get points on. So I use it for everything. So now I've got to find time in my day, thanks to the scammers that I've had to change my card, to go now to every single site I use it on to update the new card when it arrives. So it's not the fact they've stolen money from me, they're now stealing time. I lost 3 or 4 hours last night dealing with Etsy and my credit card company back and forth. Yeah, not happy girl. Not an happy girl. I wish I could find the polka dot company again. Oh boy, Super Ted Woods. It was I can't even tell you how near it came to be. If they'd not asked, could they have my, the digits that you have to give? It's usually, for most people, the 3-digit on the back of the card. If they'd not asked for that, and they wanted they even knew the expiration date. That in it, so I agreed to both, said yes, they're definitely not realising. The third question, what could I just confirm the 3 digits on the back of the card? And that made me stop, because Amex doesn't do that. They have 4 digits on the front, and I thought if you were Etsy, you know what card I'm using. But this is only on the seller's side, nothing to do with the buying. This is the seller account. I'm in my account, and it's emails that come in from Etsy and anybody else interested in buying or whatever they want to ask you. Dalmas, I would love to come and see Sweden again. I've been a couple of times, but I don't do real time. I don't do social. I don't do fan meets. Don't do anything of that. I know, Super Ted, it was so close. Enough for me to change a credit card. Yeah. So now she's got a whole time of changing the credit card details with everything I use. I mean, literally, I use it for everything. I use it for every day. It pays the bills, it pays the food, it pays travel and flights, it pays, I don't know, Apple storage, because we all have to have extra Apple darn storage. It would have paid for Twitter when I was verified. It pays for, it's on everything. So now I've got to go and spend a lovely time finding that out. The one benefit is it's probably a good idea, because probably so many companies have got that number. Now, the best thing Amex said to do, I know, Junior, I was a smidgen, shoot, my little heart was going. You know what? I had to have a gin before I went to bed. My little heartbeat was going, I tell you, when I realised it was a scam and Etsy hadn't spotted it. And they wondered why they suddenly were so busy with people saying, why are you emailing us and asking us for verification? And they'd only just clicked on. I learned that a long time ago. My main personal bank account card has never been online, ever. That's why you put your credit card. You never put your own personal current bank account online. Even my business current bank account, my business card, my everyday one, as I should say, it's never been online. Never. I learnt that on a very big fraud on my business account many years ago. I don't know whether I actually did a whole video on it. I'm sure I did. It was a very, very clever scam. I mean, not that you want to say that, but my God, it was a clever scam. But yes, you've got to be so careful now. I mean, this is why I use things like Revolut. I go and move money into it for that month. I use that as my everyday. I go and put 100 quid in, like you go out for a coffee, you go out somewhere. If that's all in there, that's all they can take. Yeah, so you've got to be extremely careful nowadays, haven't you? But yes, now my next job is... No, they didn't get anything, thank goodness. All they took was time, Super Ted Woods, time. Right, so now she's got to go and sit this afternoon and make sure. The only other thing that I have to say, my credit card company suggested is, do the ones you know instantly you want to change. But don't try and think of everyone, because at some point throughout the month, somebody will come back to you and say, hey, your card's not working. At least then you can make decisions whether you still want to be with them or not. Now, the thing is, I know everything. I know what goes out of my bank account and where it's going. But you can't always remember which site's got it. Thinking like my hosting company for the website, using my name, my www one, the domain, that people like that, you've got to be, whoa, there's so many people who've got it. Right, she's going to go because she's adminning all afternoon nearly, but I'm going for a walk first, get some sun, fresh air, calm thoughts, and then crack on with admin. Thank you for joining me today. Oh, it's tempting, but we all need a credit card, unfortunately. So that's life. You've just got to be prepared. Whether I actually want to carry on with Etsy, haven't made that decision yet. Sometimes, you know, I think certain things that happen in life are telling you certain things and fate. And really, maybe it's too many fingers in too many pies and you can't keep an eye on everything. There you go. I will see you all on Thursday. I'll make sure the right day's on the schedule, to be fair. No wonder it confuses people. Oh, see you later on. I say I would have done 12, but I've got all afternoon to do admin. Tell you, she's really excited about it. Have a lovely Tuesday, I have to think then. Crumbs. Have a lovely Tuesday. Get out and about. It is looking lovely. She's off on a little walk to look at something. I'll tell you how we get on Thursday. Bye for now. Thanks for coming.